Risers, welcome to this video with Alfie the Mustang when he traveled off-site for the clinic at Be Well Stables. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of exercises that we did, a few little tips and tricks along the way to help them with relaxation, and just also celebrating a little bit the success of Alfie, because this clinic was approximately just over 1 year and a little bit from when he was taken out of the holding facility and was a feral Mustang. So this is just a little over 1 year of training, and pretty exciting for him to go off-site because he hadn't been anywhere since the year before when we had been getting ready for the South Carolina challenge. So he'd been home for almost a year, not really gone anywhere other than doing some trail riding around the farm. So pretty exciting for him to go out and do this. So he is the one on the right with Esther, who's working with him there for the groundwork. And I'm on the left doing some stuff with Aoife. And the clinic was a mixture of groundwork and riding. So you're going to see a little bit of both, mostly riding stuff. The groundwork, we do a little bit of that to help with the relaxation before riding, which is important. And then this is just showing you him standing still at the mounting block, which to me is a super important thing. If your horse can't stand still at the mounting block for you to get on, then maybe the horse isn't relaxed, or maybe the horse is in pain and not willing. Maybe something's wrong with the tack or equipment, or maybe the horse is too excited or energetic. There's lots of things that could be going on. So standing still at the mounting block to me is the best first step to make sure that the ride is set up for success. And then everything kind of goes in order after that, because usually when you add speed, things don't get better, they get a little bit worse. So it's important that when we're asking our horses to do different things, that we make sure each step along the way is going well and that they're relaxed and understanding. And then we can continue to learn and grow and do more together. So this little bit of footage here, we were doing some ground, or I should say body exercises. So that's Esther teaching us some body exercises during the clinic. And that involved Alfie standing still in the middle, which he did super with. And then here's a super fun part of me doing what I call a distraction test. So essentially, I am the distraction. I'm tossing hula hoops here, which can be anything. I do all sorts of fun things to be a distraction. And the great part about doing this is that I can control how much of a distraction I am, or how scary that distraction is, how big it is, how loud it is, how intense it is, how close to the horse it is. And then it helps set the horse up for success in learning that they can still focus on their rider and that there's no reason to be upset. So I'm definitely not suggesting that you go out with a horse and start chucking hula hoops around, because that could go a little bit crazy. But once the horse is ready for it, it's a really great test to do these things on purpose and not just wait for things to happen when, like, let's say a bag gets loose in the wind and blows through the arena or something like that. Instead of waiting for random things to happen, you can recreate them, and then that way you can practice them further away from the horse. You can do them a little bit longer until the horse gets relaxed and figuring out what's going on. And then it gives you the ability to make sure that things finish on a good note, and also that we don't blow our horse up, because that's the goal, is to keep our horse relaxed and understanding. This here, a little bit of the canter footage, doing a little bit of canter each way. So this was one of the students that came from our farm to ride Alfie at the clinic, and then they got to ride off-site. It's such a great opportunity to go ride at clinics off-site, like not at your home facility, to give you the feeling of riding somewhere new, which can be a little bit of a challenge mentally, in the sense of, are you nervous riding off-site? It's all a little bit different, which is different for the horse as well, because there's Alfie stopped to look at something and she had to kind of ask him, like, go, go, go. So you have to learn how to work through scenarios like that, where he was distracted, which could have been a little bit of a turn first or something else. But these are all things that where the discussions come up as they happen. And when things are always at home in the same environment, especially if you avoid riding on days where it's bad weather and stuff like that, then it's going to be very consistent. And sometimes our confidence can actually take a little bit of a hit because we don't practice challenging circumstances. So riding off-site at clinics gives the experience of riding somewhere new, the horse having different things going on, and you getting a chance to have the confidence that you can do it and you can work through those things. And it also gives the horse the confidence too. So we had some times where there was nothing in the arena and we were more focusing on learning different relaxation patterns. And then as the horses got more comfortable and as the people got more comfortable, then we added in some challenges with visual things too, like using the pylons, using the poles, as well as the big tarp that's set up. And the interesting thing about the tarp is it's just kind of there as part of the arena. So sometimes riding by it and not asking the horse to go near it. You can see Alfie being really relaxed and slow and sluggish off site, which is a great thing. Happy that he was feeling super at ease and chill and just comfortable with everything. And then here slowing down at the door and doing transitions using the pylons to mark the transition. Sometimes we weaved with the pylons. Sometimes we used them as steering markers to go around. And the tarp, sometimes the horses rode over the tarp, but we tried to make it just part of the regular arena footing. So it wasn't anything special or different. It was just like, yep, like that's just something that's there in the way. And you can go around and just continue on. And I love that Alfie was completely okay with it, doesn't even kind of bat an eye at the whole situation. And we practiced a lot of different things. So it was a weekend with a lot of different sessions, and we had groundwork, we had riding work, we had things that was geared towards building the horse's confidence and the human's confidence, as well as things to help with the relaxation in the horse. So there's a lot of different pieces, and it's just such a beautiful place to be able to go off site and go have a clinic at Be Well Stables, which is in Stouffville. And it's a wonderful facility, like great places for the horses to be, great footing, lots of space, different obstacles and props to use. And then we experimented with a lot of different pieces. And it was nice because Esther was there, another harmony horsemanship and centered riding instructor, and I was there, and we were all sharing different things, as well as Angela, who's the owner of Be Well Stables and also a certified harmony horsemanship instructor. And so we were all kind of sharing. The idea of the clinic is it's called Development Days, and it's a little bit of sometimes people that are new to harmony horsemanship, and we go over a lot of the basics and the calm connection exercises. And then we have the instructors that also are there who help with the first part of the clinic or with the group that's kind of newer or the students of harmony horsemanship. And then the instructors or the advanced students are in a different group, and they learn a different set of skills and have already have the basics well down with the calm connection exercises and other basics. So then we get to see what it looks like to do a lot of other exercises, which is a lot of fun. And we did a mix of inside and outside as well. So here's a little look at the outside arena. It's a huge outdoor arena, and Alfie did absolutely fantastic, being just as calm out there as he was indoors, being able to ride around and do walk, trot, canter. And considering that he hadn't been on a trailer to go anywhere for about a year, and even when I say it was about a year later, the time before, he had only gone 2 places, I believe it was, because he came with me to Pennsylvania for some demos, and then he also went to the Uxbridge Fair, but otherwise that was it. So it's not like he's been a lot of places, and it'd been a very long time since he gone anywhere. So it's just wonderful for him to be able to come and have a positive offsite experience. It's great for the human to practice riding in those other spaces like I talked about earlier, but also for the horse to practice coming somewhere and no competition, no time pressure, things like that. They can actually learn that it's okay to go offsite, because we're still going to be learning and bonding and doing different things, and it's not a super stressful environment. It can really help to build that positive association of going off-site before doing showing. So definitely if you have a young horse, a green horse, like an inexperienced horse, I recommend doing off-site schooling, which means you go somewhere just to ride around and practice, or going for clinics, because then you get to learn new things, practice new things, which means you get to be challenged in different ways. but also you tend to get more of either, like a lot of clinics are full days or full weekends, and then you get to really develop a lot of progress and success across the weekends. So you go away feeling like, yeah, like that was a really good time. It was happy, it was fun, it was learning, it was ending on relaxation, nothing stressful. And you can see he did his walk, trot, canters outside really well. And they even had some bridges, which Alfie did as well. So let me know your favorite part and what you think of how Alfie's doing. I'd love to see in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Remember to subscribe and check out harmonyhorsemanship.com for even more learning.